Okay, folks, hello. This Mike here, back again with another build finished. This one is the 1982 Dodge Bad Company van by MPC, 1/25th scale. And I had some issues with this van, of course, as all my models I have issues with, but I did some things here and there with it and tried to get around them. The van doesn't, I didn't make it the color of the box here, and I opted not to put the back wing on it, and my wife said it kind of make it look kind of stupid, so I didn't do those things. But I'm going to show you what I came up with, and here it is. Turn it around a little bit here, and I had some issues with the decals. For the most part, they went on okay, but there were certain areas where they kind of tore on me because one of the doors on the side opens up, and I had to cut the decal where the door line is, and so I had some problems with that. And there's the door in question here. It really kind of shredded it up, so I tried to come up with some paint. I tried mixing some paint to make it look similar to the color of the decal at the part where it tore. So anyway, I did a few things with it. As I mentioned, I cut out a door. I cut the side door out, and I also cut out the back door. And another thing I used with this van for the first time, I don't know, it's kind of questionable how I came out, but you can be the judge of that, is around the windshield. I used some of that Molotov liquid chrome. Let's see if I can get a close-up here on it. I'm still trying to get used to it. I've been using bare metal foil on my previous models, but I used the liquid chrome, and I used it on the side window there and on the door handles, and I also used it on the gas cap. Let's see if I can get my finger in frame there, right there. And here's another back door handle that I use that on. So I'm trying to get used to it, but it looks good. Actually, it looks better. It's just a matter of getting used to how to using it, because it's like a paintbrush. If you go off the line with it, then you can mess it up, and it doesn't look very good. So anyway, but as I mentioned, I opened some doors to the van, and you can see the back door here. It doesn't want to shut all the way, but I'll see if I can open that. Kind of hard to do that while I'm holding the camera. And you can kind of see a little, it's kind of dark there, but I also opened the top, and there you get a nice view inside of the stuff I did in there. I put like a couple of couches in there. I used colored felt, different patterns of colored felt for the couches, and you can see it came with a little, like a coffee table there. You can see it in the middle. And that chair, I made that myself. I just took some cardboard and put it together and then used some different colored felt on it. As you can see, I used white with a kind of a leopard pattern in the middle of it. And I used like a light blue felt for the side of the inside there, the side panels. And I made a little cabinet there, also out of cardboard. Put that in there. And needless to say, all this stuff took me a long time, a fairly long time. Probably, I'm saying it probably took a little more than 2 weeks to get this done. And you can see the sunroof here. One thing I did with the sunroof, I made it a little track on there so you can move it back and forth. I got that idea from Fast Jimmy 71. He did that with a car of his. And so I decided to try it, and it was kind of fun to make it. Now, here is the side door. Let's see if I can open it. As I mentioned, it's kind of difficult to do that while holding the camera, but I'm going to try to do that. Okay. And you can get a view there inside of the van while that door is open. So that was kind of an interesting way to get that door. I had to do I did a couple of different experimentations to get this door to open like that. And one of the things I used was something I saw from another model builder. He made these type of door hinges, and I used that type of a door hinge for this side door here. So it worked out pretty good. Anyway, another thing I did, which is probably not really that important because it can't see it that well, but I opened up the hood. Problem is, you can't really see the engine. The engine's down in there somewhere, but you just can't see it that well. This is another, the hood is another thing that I used, one of those hinges that I just showed you. And that seemed to kind of work okay. I might try to experiment with those type of hinges some more. And this one also, I used one of those specialized type of hinges. So anyway, but that's it. That's the van. The van also, this top area here, it came with a clear plastic piece that you could mount it on here. But if you did, it would require you to glue it on there. I didn't want to glue it on there because I opted to use the other one, so you can just take it off. You can see in there a lot clearer. There's a couple of little lamps in the back there. There's one, you can't really see it that well. And there's the other one back there. So anyway, that's my 1982